Okay, this is the first vlog that I've done in a while. I apologise for the way I'm talking. It's not so great lately. Um, Basically, serves two purposes. One, to have a bit of a chat with you and let you see why I don't talk on the mic that much very often anymore. And the other is to blog, basically. So, okay, I went to the charity shop today to put my name down to volunteer. That's right, the camera's up there. I've got to remember that. Um, I took in the police check and everything like I was supposed to, and yeah, she goes, "Why do you want to work here?" And I said, "Well, basically, I'm bored. I'm on a disability pension, and uh, pretty much I'm just sitting around at home doing nothing." And I said, "My ultimate goal is blah blah blah. To do that, I need to blah blah blah." And so forth. Anyway, I totally lost my train of thought. It's very distracting seeing yourself on the screen. Anyway, uh, basically she said, okay, you mentioned you're on a disability pension. What's your disability? And I thought, oh, I don't really want to get into the mental health side of things because there is so much prejudice and stigma. You mentioned you got mental health problems, and next thing you know, everyone's like, "Ooh, she's scary." But anyway, I thought, no, I'd better be honest, sort of from the outset, because it does affect. Wow, sorry, the little computer's working. It does affect my ability to work. So anyway, I said to her, "All right." I said, "I've got the arthritis, I've got sleep apnea." I said, "But I also have mental health issues." And she goes, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Oh, don't worry." I said, "If I'm having a bad day, I'd just ring up and let you know that I couldn't come in that day and that you need to find someone else." And she goes, "Well, I'd hope so, yeah." She goes, "I can't really have you working here if you're having one of your bad days." Now, keep in mind, I hadn't actually mentioned what my mental health problem is. It could have been depression for all she knew. It could have been anxiety. I mean, if it's depression, a bad day could just be that I can't stop crying. So anyway, I was a little bit annoyed about that. But yeah, I mean, when you've had mental health problems for a while, you get used to the prejudice. But anyway, so I said to her, "Look," I said, "I'm not violent or anything." I said, "Just basically, I just have my good days and my bad days." Anyway, she goes, "Well, I've got duty of care to the other people that work here," and I said, "Well, I understand." I said, and oh, she goes, "Would you be better working in the mornings, afternoons, or just doesn't matter?" And I said, "Oh, afternoons are better." I said, "I've got the sleep apnea, which usually isn't a problem." I said, "But just say, for instance, the machine didn't work that well the night before. Sometimes I have trouble getting up in the morning." She goes, "Oh, yeah, I can understand that." She goes, "Like, my sister-in-law's got that. That's cool." So, yeah, no worries. Apparently the sleep apnea is not an issue, but mental health problems are. And then she goes, "Have you got money handling experience?" And I said, "Yep." I said, "I've worked at the radio station. I was in charge of money there." She goes, "Have you got experience working with customers?" And I said, "Yep." I said, "I worked at the RSPCA as a kid from when I was like 11 to when I was about 16 or so. I can't remember exactly, but anyway. Just thinking, when did we get Chiska? 92. Yeah, I was probably about 11 when I started there. She goes, "Oh, okay, what job did you do there?" And I said, "Well, started as a kennel hand, and over time I helped out in the office a bit as well. I could just watch the desk and everything while they were busy and or out on a call, and no worries." I said, "I've had people come in and abuse me and all that," and I said, I dealt with it. Anyway, so and I said, like, at the radio station, I was on the front desk, and I was basically the face of the organisation when it was my shift. No worries. Anyway, she goes, "All right." Anyway, she goes, "Well, we probably wouldn't put you on the front counter to start with anyway." She goes, "We'll start you on like the cutting machine or whatever and all that." She goes, "Is there anything that would stop you doing specific jobs?" And I said, "Well, basically, I've got the arthritis, so some days I may not be able to do certain things like vacuuming, for instance. Some days it won't be an issue. Other days it is an issue." And she goes, "All right." And I said, "Oh, I'd just let you know. I mean, on the day." And she said, "Oh can't remember what she said at that point, but basically I said to her, look, it's not a constant thing. I said I get flare-ups, that the form of arthritis I've got. Most days I'm fine. It's just when I get a flare-up, it's bad. So anyway, yeah, no worries. She goes, well, when would you want to start? And I said, oh, probably next week. And then she goes, well, I need time to sort out the roster. And I said, yeah, that's alright. I said, like, if you need a bit more time, that doesn't bother me. So I'm just sort of throwing a time frame out there. And then she goes, alright. So anyway, she's going to call me next week, and I'll start there next week. But the thing is, okay, she's got prejudice against mental health issues. A lot of people do. That first of all, she talked to me about it directly. That makes all the difference. Alright. Okay, yep, she was a bit uncomfortable about the idea of having a not mentally ill, someone with mental health problems working there. But she didn't say I couldn't work there because of it. And she talked to me direct. She didn't go behind my back like the other person did. Right? She just expressed her concerns to me directly. I can respect that. And I can work with that. I can then be an ambassador by if I go there and I do a really good job and I'm reliable, and they see that sometimes, okay, yeah, I might be a little bit moody and aloof, but I'm not a threat to anybody, then maybe I can help them see that mental health problems aren't like it's depicted in movies. Because, I mean, like Mum goes, yeah, but a lot of people with mental health problems are violent. I said, no, they're not. Like, you get the odd one that is, but the majority, like the ones they put on, like they put in movies and stuff, might be violent, but that's because it's entertainment. And Mum goes, yeah, but you hear about them on the news. And I said, yeah, again, it's one or two, right? Well, comparatively, that you do get the violent ones, but the majority, like 98, 99%, if they're going to have some sort of episode, it's going to be inverted. Like, they think people are out to get them, or they get depressed, or, pardon me, that they don't attack other people, they don't hurt other people. They might yell at other people if they think the other people are like attacking them or whatever, but that's it. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, if my own mum doesn't understand it, and she's been dealing with me for about 17 years now, I mean, I can't expect these other people to have a clue. Like, unless they've dealt with someone with mental illness themselves, how would they understand that, like, what it's like? But anyway, so yeah, I've got a chance to sort of, like, okay, I'll be working for someone that obviously has preconceived ideas about what mental health problems are and what they do, but it sort of, it's not going to be an issue because I've then got the chance to change her perspective. And I mean, words won't do anything, but if I can prove it through my actions, maybe I can make a difference. But anyway, that aside, there was something else I was going to talk about, but yeah, it's gone. Don't mind me. Anyway, so I'll leave it at that for now because I feel really, really, really weird talking to a computer, especially when I can see myself on the screen and it's like, it just, yeah, it feels kind of narcissistic or something. But anyway, there you go, there you have it. My first vlog for 2011. It's sort of August, and yeah, but anyway, bye. So yeah, I remembered what the other thing I wanted to tell you was. I went out in the cattery earlier. Now, the lady in the house next door, the corner house, that's tilting. Ah, that's better. I felt like I was going, okay, the lady in the adjoining house has said that she's not always there, so I told her, like, yeah, basically I'll keep an eye on her house for her. Anyway, I'm out in the cattery cleaning, and like, we've got the shade cloth between the two houses over the fence, and I'm kind of standing up, and I'm talking to Mum, because she's standing there too, and I'm sort of standing up, and I'm like, hang on, there's someone over there. And I kind of looked and watched for a minute, and I saw them sort of pulling the window up and starting to climb in. I'm like, went over and I'm like, hello, and she popped up. It was actually her, but anyway, I said to her, well, at least you know I'm watching a house for you, so. But, yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. And, yeah, I mean, she was being really quiet, so for all I knew, it was someone breaking in. But anyway, happy ending. Okay, really going this time. Bye.